Yeah.
Hey, it's Morris here on Baked Goods, and I'm joined today by Vacation.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up? Sorry.
Is this thing on?
Hello.
Yours isn't. It's a prop one.
It's
We made you
It's
feel
actually a
important.
I'm a snare.
So your last EP release was Vibes. I just want you to tell me about it. What was the idea
kind of
behind
always had vibes in his head as the EP, and I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, like as soon as Days was out,
Yeah.
for some reason I just started thinking about the second EP, and Vibes was the first name that came to my head. It just stuck. I don't think there's really
it?
much
Just
of
something
it.
that you got in there, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, this is a cool name. It's nice to say, easy to say.
Days kind of like came about in the same way as well. We were like
Yeah.
at practice and we were just like, what about like Days? And we were like, yeah, Days.
It's just kind of like one of those things you feel.
Yeah.
It's not really thought out. It's just like, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the name like kind of reflects the music as well. There's like a little bit of differences throughout the EP. Like some like nice, slow, like jangly pop stuff,
And
and,
a
a
bit
bit
more-
like a bit more like fast jazzy
Gets
and
up in
stuff. Yeah, it gets in
Yeah, and
there.
there's a mix of sad and happy and, you know, just
All the
Just,
emotion
it's
spectrum.
just vibes. It's just vibes.
Just for days.
Just vibes.
Making this so distorted with like straight up your face, like
Vibes.
Vibes.
That's what we want.
Well, do you feel there was a difference coming into your second EP than it was your first EP? Like, even if it was like recording or like stuff you learnt from the first EP that you applied to the second E EP?
Yeah, the first one was very DIY. I didn't really know what I was doing, but
Just
I
be
had a
honest.
couple of microphones,
Especially
a
what
few
you-
songs sitting around. I'm like, let's give this a go. Let's
give it a
record
go.
it.
The second one was definitely just as DIY, but
Oh,
Just
but,
as
like,
DIY,
But we knew what-
but,
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
but it
we're
was.
looking at all the levels and stuff, and on the Days EP, and they were just like all crazy.
Yeah, oh, it is so compressed, but it's good. It's got its own charm.
Yeah.
But the second one we did with a guy called Fraser Marshall. He drums for a band called Pals. He's got a little home studio. A lot of bands go there to record with him. And I was like, I couldn't record at home because it's so loud and noisy. And I'm like, I need a space where I can just get all of this done.
at
And I
home.
hit
No
up
one's
at
giving
home.
Home.
And I hit up Fraser, and he's like, yeah, come around, man.
Come to my home.
Come to my home.
Is it
My
more
studio.
relaxed vibes filming at someone else's house than it is
Vibes.
to like...
Relax.
Relax, vibes. Fuck, when's it gonna
So,
stop?
it's not.
Say the
Watch
rest.
out. And how's the reception been going for it? For Vibes, I saw that there was a guy in the US that like posted the full album on YouTube.
It's been pretty funny. Like initially good reception. Everyone like locally, like at our hometown, was like, "This is sick. Sounds really good." Wake up one day, maybe like a few weeks after the EP came out. I think we would have just started tour. And this dude in the US uploaded the full EP.
Did he ask
And
you or anything? Or
no, he
just
didn't.
like-
No, he didn't ask me. I just typed in vacations one day,
What a hero.
and like it just popped up, and I was like, "What is this?" And I already had like a couple thousand views. I'm like, "This is
Zembo was like really looking out for us there. with that
looking
one.
out for the boys." It was just-
He didn't even message the boys. Like, I'm going to tell him later.
It
once
was
it's-
like,
Yeah, well,
there's
we
the
don't do it
classic-
ourselves. We never put stuff up on YouTube.
yeah,
it was
we
like,
just
oh, we'll do it
talked about it a
eventually.
lot.
but
so some guy
someone
went
else
out of
did it
his way
instead.
to just go like, I see you needed this.
Yeah.
So you don't know me, but I'm looking out for
Yeah.
you boys. You need this.
Good
You're
bloke.
struggling, you got something, there's a flash of potential.
Yeah. He uploaded that, and it just started getting a lot of traction, a lot of views, especially from the US, a little bit from Europe, a few from Brazil.
Heaps from Chile.
And you also like toured the EP as well. How was
Yeah,
how
over
was
January.
touring it? Yeah. How was the
That was
tour?
good.
So it was a lot of fun. It was our
Any
biggest tour.
Especially in Melbourne.
Yeah, man.
We went to this place called Randy Dragon, and that was like my second time there.
No one in Melbourne even knows what it is.
Yeah.
What did you say? Rainy Dragon.
Randy
Yeah.
Dragon. It's like some underground bar. I don't even know how to
It's
explain
just a
it.
bar with no rules. It's
Yeah.
the most wild.
No rules.
There's no
A lot of
bounces.
things happen there.
The bar has a smoke machine. It was just, it almost felt like it shouldn't be legal.
Yeah.
It somehow is.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
like
glad it
shady
is.
like underground bar that's just hidden off like some alley.
But yeah, the
It's-
tour was really good.
Yeah, but this especially.
It was
yeah.
it was like an 8-9 day tour. It was like biggest tour. Like, oh, this is the second EP. There's like a lot behind it.
Yeah.
Got a lot to show. But all the shows were a lot of fun, and we also did our first festival day at Mountain.
Was there
Sounds.
any highlight besides? I mean, that seems like it's sort of its own highlight. Was there any particular highlight for you guys?
Randy
say
Dragon.
Probably Randy Dragon.
Randy
honestly.
Dragon.
Yeah.
What happened at Randy?
Oh,
So much.
I don't think I've
There
ever
was an
seen like
incredibly
any of
drunk
these guys that drunk in my life.
And an
We just
inflatable.
kept on getting Jaeger bombs over and over again.
And it was like, wow, I'm not feeling anything. Like over and over and over and over again. We just like kept buying shots
Sound like
rounds for each other.
alcoholics.
Yeah, it was like we were just like, well, there's nothing. Like we're not feeling anything. Let's just have a bit of a dance. And then none of us remember leaving. I just like came to, and I was like halfway through Melbourne. I was like, where am I, man?
And also
just
in
kept
Melbourne
just
too,
like,
you just don't know
yeah,
where you are.
not home at all.
There was like 2 hours where I was just alone and had no idea what to do.
Do I call someone?
Yeah, and my
Campbell-
phone was like
yeah,
done. And
Campbell-
stuff.
Oh, no.
Campbell wakes up in St Kilda and he's like, boys, I need rescue. I don't know where I am. And we're like, the whole next day was just Operation Find Campbell.
Just find
Oh.
After this, you guys started working with Human Sounds Records. Was that from like this sort of
Yeah.
like Vibes EP? It's kind of
Weird how it came about because they liked our Facebook page and like it just popped up and I'm like, oh, this isn't like a random person. This is like a record label.
Yeah.
I'll suss it out. Sent them a message. I was like, you guys seem pretty cool. Do you want to work on something? And they're like, yeah, we'll put it out on tape, like Vibes. And I was like, let's bundle it with Days as well. Let's try and make it something a bit bigger.
hells yeah.
And it's just been doing really well. Like they just keep selling out.
This is honest. And yeah, after this, you guys have got a debut album coming up in talks. I've seen it.
As far as I know, yeah.
It's happening, yeah.
So what's been
We're
going
working on something.
Yeah, what can you tell me about what's happening? How's it going from Vibes through to this? What's the next sort of step there?
We really want it to be like the best showcase of what our sound is and
Yeah.
like what we are as a band, because until now with the 2 EPs, which is the whole point of releasing EPs, I feel, is like kind of experimenting, working out.
Figuring out
How
what
you
works.
represent yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You had to explore two different sides, I guess, with two different EPs.
And
Yeah.
like there's been different reception to both and like different comments, which is cool and it's interesting and it helps everybody grow.
Yeah. Well, I'm going into it now. I mean, you guys haven't really, like, being here, you haven't really started on it at the moment. But going into it, what are your thoughts and feelings about it?
Yeah, it'll probably outsell 90% of the things on the market. Just a rough
In a rough forecast of the marketplace at
We're,
the moment.
we're aiming to beat Drake, basically. That's our number one goal.
or at least support Drake.
Yeah. You're open to a collab, so
Yeah,
it's certainly
yeah, you know, Drake, if you're watching this, just hit us up, man.
If you're out there,
out
if
there.
you're out
know
there,
you're out there.
please send us a message.
Well, this is Vacations here on Baked Goods, and if you haven't checked out Vibes, do it. Grab a tape and not listen to it. Just
See you around.